Okay, guys, now I just want to talk about the opportunity in the marketplace and kind of explain the opportunity that is kind of present at the moment with this whole consulting revolution. So let's have a look. So, really, now's the time. Businesses are kind of in this weird area at the moment where they're trying to figure out how to get their business online. They've gone from yellow pages, radio ads, TV, brochures in the mail, and all that sort of stuff to online. They now know or are learning about that, the fact that everybody's online and they need to be on there if they want to grow and succeed in business. 25% of global ad spend goes through Facebook and Google AdWords. 25% of global ad spend, and it's more like 40% of global ad spend goes towards online ads. So it's huge. And as you'll see on this curve here, global ad spend by medium, the internet is just absolutely skyrocketing. There's this huge upward curve, and you'll see some of these old school mediums like newspapers and things have a downward trend. So people don't understand or really have a grasp on how to advertise and promote their businesses online. So here is the opportunity to show them how they can actually do that. So what exactly is consulting? So consulting is providing an expert, it's the providing of expert knowledge to a third party for a fee. So consulting is most often used when a company needs an outside expert opinion regarding a business decision. So for example, a company seeking to sell more products online may ask a marketing consultant how they can do that. This is becoming more and more prevalent now. A lot of businesses are not employing in-house to have people take care of their marketing. They're looking for people that are experts in specific platforms or niches. For example, Google AdWords, they'll find an AdWords specialist. Facebook, they'll find a Facebook specialist. LinkedIn, they'll find a LinkedIn specialist. They'll consult with that person and inquire as to, is this a good medium for their business? Is this something they should be using to promote their business, to get in front of their audience? Snapchat, Instagram, all these platforms. There's just so many now. It's an overwhelm for businesses. So there's a massive opportunity to understand these platforms so you can go to businesses and show them how they can utilize them to grow their business. So, like, simplistically breaking it down, business has a problem and, maybe it's a business needs more customers. So they find a specialist to consult with to solve the problem. In comes you. You tell them what they need and fulfill the work yourself, or find an expert to get the results. So the reality is now, there's this kind of huge new workforce, and there are so many skilled workers that can do the work for you. So if you stay as the consultant and just speak with the business owners, learn what the problem is, and then find the people that are going to solve it, that is a very lucrative business model in its own right. So there's this this workforce of people that no longer want to work for a corporate 9-to-5 position. They are skilled, they've upskilled themselves on managing things like AdWords campaign, managing and growing Facebook campaigns, LinkedIn, Instagram, specializing in all these different things, graphic designers, virtual assistants, copywriters, salespeople. There is just huge workforce that you can contract to now. You don't actually have to hire the people, you contract a service to them. So when you find the problem, you find the contractor, you pair the two together, and you take a fee for doing that, and you can do that by way of a monthly fee. So if you looked after somebody's advertising for them on a month-to-month basis, they, for example, will pay you $2,000 a month to do that. You will hire a contractor to actually fulfill the service, which may cost you $500 to $1,000, and you will take home yourself $1,000 to $1,500, and that can just run on autopilot month to month. So it becomes a very sort of a passive income for you. So myself, I never fulfill the work myself, as in I don't do the hands-on working on the campaigns and tweaking the buttons and all those sorts of things. I simply learn what the business has in terms of a problem, and then I find the right person to fulfill the solution. And as I say, it's never been easier to find these people and fulfill the work for you. Every skill set that you could ever need in terms of helping somebody solve a problem is available online now. All these people are available online, and at a very reasonable and often ludicrously cheap rate. And I'm going to teach you guys how to find the best of these contractors. So when you consult with somebody and you tell them that you're going to be able to solve their problem, you're going to be able to go to this workforce and pick out the best of them, so you know that the problem is going to be taken care of. The business owner is going to be very happy, the contractor is going to be happy because they're employed, and you're going to be happy because you're making a passive income monthly commission through solving the problem. So who actually needs help? There is a generation of businesses that are getting left behind, and they all need your help. I'm going to be teaching you guys exactly how my consulting agency works and how you can replicate that if you like my AdWords agency. I'm also going to show you the other opportunities that are available, where you can use my framework but provide a different service. So it could be Facebook advertising, it could be LinkedIn, it could be specializing in numerous different services that you could provide, consulting services that you could provide. But if you use my framework, I'm going to show you how you can find your customers, how you can fulfill the work, and how you can manage those customers on an ongoing basis. So one of the big things that I found when I started my agency was big advertising agencies are really screwing people. They are often set up on a business model that is burn and churn, so they'll get someone on board, they'll do the advertising for them for 6 months. They have so many customers that they don't manage their customers very well, and they don't get good results for them. So there's a huge opportunity now where a lot of small businesses are just fed up with these big agencies. So they're looking for somebody else, someone who's a specialist that can come in and actually take care of them, and they'll pay you very handsomely to do that. So I don't know anything about consulting, but how can I start a consulting business? I just wanted to reiterate on this, guys, but I started from scratch. I literally knew nothing about this stuff 2.5 years ago. I boycotted social media, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. I never used to use it when I was on the building site or when I was working on the motor yachts. I just avoided it all until I learned that, learning about these platforms and getting knowledgeable about how to leverage them can give amazing a benefit. It can provide an amazing passive income, so you can do whatever you want with your time. Basically, I chose to go traveling, and I now live in Bali most of the year. I'm going to provide you guys with a really a step-by-step framework. So there's no real figuring it out like I had to kind of go through over the last 2.5-3 years. It's really just going through the steps, taking action, and you're going to get the results. So the big keys to success, and I've learnt this over kind of the last 3 or so years, is that mindset is a big thing. Along the journey, there's going to be self-doubt for some of you, like, can I do this thing? Or are they actually going to be able to fulfill the work? Am I going to be able to find contractors? Am I going to be able to find new clients? Do they think I'll be able to, will they believe me? Or am I able to do this even? Am I sort of, do I have enough authority to actually go and chat to someone like this? Or, it's all the sort of things that come up. And then there's, some of you will just breeze past all that stuff and just take the action and get their result immediately. But one of the things that I've found super helpful through my journey, because I went through a lot of that mindset stuff of, like I've just described, and what helped me massively was creating a mastermind group. And a mastermind group is simply when you get together with 3 or 4 other business owners or 3 or 4 other people on the same journey as you. You sit down for an hour every week. It's a facilitated group. So, for example, you can facilitate it. And the structure for it is the first 10 minutes is just an intro, just to say hi to everyone. How's your week kind of been going? And then you go through 40 minutes. One person will be in the hot seat. And for 40 minutes, that one person will ask the group, they'll talk about their biggest challenge or their biggest opportunity, and then the group will brainstorm and talk about how to solve that problem for the business owner. And then the last 10 minutes is accountability. What do you want to be held accountable for this week? Every business owner I know procrastinates in some manner or form. And if you have somebody that you're accountable to, then often you'll get past that procrastination and you'll actually make shit happen. So having a mastermind group is so powerful, and this is one of the things I did early on, and I credit it to being a massive catalyst for my success. I think I would have really struggled without it. So having support with a mastermind group is crucial. You're also going to have the support of me and the Facebook group. So you've got that whenever you need it. So make sure that we get that set up early on. So I'm going to give you a mastermind guide, and it's going to template exactly how to set up that group for you. And then just the last thing, guys, the importance of committing to your new goal. For me at the start, I sort of said to myself, I'm going to do this no matter what. Like, I hated being employed. I hated working 9 to 5, having to turn up at a certain time and leave at a certain time. I would literally watch the clock, and it felt like I was kind of wishing my life away because I was just waiting for time to pass, It was crazy. So I just committed to myself, I'm going to do it no matter what. And whether it meant I was going to be eating rice and beans for 5 years and, working part-time on the side, so be it. But I made the commitment that I was going to make it happen. And I think that's a big thing. Some people will come in and go, I'll give it a try, and if it doesn't work, whatever. But often the ones that are thinking like that don't make it all the way through. So if you can commit to yourself that you're going to make it happen, then you will make it happen. And this course is a step-by-step process to get you there. So that's it for this chapter, guys. On to the next.